What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dread, and these are my top 10 wrestlers of all time. And I say wrestlers because not all these guys on my list are from the WWE. And the beauty about making a list is the debate between the people. Because people can be saying, well, why is this guy so high on your list? Why is this guy so low? Why'd you put this guy above that guy? Well, it's my list, and if you don't like it, make your own or post your own list in response. Anyway, my number 10 wrestler on my list is Kurt Angle. WWE's and wrestling's first ever Olympic gold medalist. I mean, multi-time world champion, hell of a technical wrestler, probably one of the best of this era. And he was a good heel, especially in WWE, especially when he first entered with the whole wear your gold medals gimmick. You know, I pretty much like that because he was kind of funny when he did that. Alright, number 9 on my list, Chris Benoit, probably the best technical wrestler of all time. And everybody knows Chris Benoit's story about how he killed his family and took his own life in the process. But I ignore all that because he was a great in-ring wrestler, great technician, and besides the sharpshooter, the crippler crossface is probably my favorite submission move of all time. Number 8, Eddie Guerrero, another one who's gone too soon, you know, because of heart problems. He lied, he cheated, he stole. That was his gimmick, and I loved every second of it. And he was a great technical wrestler too, and the master of the frog splash. Move over, Rob Van Dam. Only one man can do the frog splash perfectly, and that's Eddie Guerrero. Moving on, number 7, Goldberg, the beast, the monster, the destruction, the man of destruction in WCW in the 90s. You know, he pretty much made WCW worth watching. He was undefeated for an entire year. And, you know, like I said, the man was a monster. I mean, just look at him. Especially when he did his entrance, blue smoke, all those punches and kicks and stuff. He was a monster. Number 6, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania, the master of the Sweet Chin music, and also one of the co-members of DX. I mean, all this man's accomplishment, you know, speaks for itself. And it's a shame that he didn't get more world titles than he get. Oh yeah, and Ric Flair, he's not on this list, but he's an honorable mention, especially getting Sweet Chin music by Shawn Michaels. Anyway, moving on. Number 5, Triple H. Now, this man, he's done it all in the business. He's a 13-time world champion. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And he's probably the best heel that the WWE had in the Attitude Era. I used to not like him as a kid because he also feuded with The Rock and a few of my other favorites. But you'd be stupid to not have him in your top 5 of all time. Moving on. The Undertaker. It speaks for itself. And when this dude retires, the only thing that's going to speak for itself as far as his career is the streak. And if you ask me, I think he will go 20-0. And he used to scare me as a kid, but that's the thing. The entertainment value with the shock value of him. You know, you'd be stupid to not have him in your top 5, top 4 wrestlers either. Number 3, Sting. Now, Sting, he holds a special place. And the reason why he's in my top 3 because I was watching WCW before I watched WWF or WWE. And he was the wrestler that I aspired to be like. Because we all got a wrestler as a kid that we want to be like. And mine was Sting. I'm like, man, I want to be like him when I grow up. You know, Stinger Splash, the Scorpion Deathlock. You know, that's the reason why I wanted to be like him. Number 2, you already knew he was going to be number 2. Well, you already know the top 2. The Rock. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. He's probably the best on the mic of all time. The best mic skills, the best promo cutter. And not to mention, you know, a lot of people say that he didn't have that good of a wrestling skill, but I don't give a damn because he was damn good on the mic. That made up for anything else. And number 1, you already know, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. I mean, he's got to be number 1. I mean, you'd be stupid. I mean, because this man single-handedly invented the Attitude Era. Cursing, beer drinking, fighting. I mean, what would be WWE without him? Anyway, that's my top 10 list, y'all. Peace.